Hey, welcome back to Styrene Relics, where I'm forging the past into the future. I kind of said that the other video, and I kind of like it, so I might stick with it. I don't know. Today is my Saturday test and tune. I haven't done that in quite some time, and so I want to get back at doing that again. So I've got three little Lindbergh kits here that build up pretty nice for shelf queens. And so I just want to share those with you. And then I got a package in the mail I want to share with you guys. And so hang tight. I want to show that after the fact. I'm just blown away by it. Let me put it that way. So starting off, we got this little Lindbergh pickup truck. It builds up pretty good. It was fun little box stock kit. The only thing I did different was I put different wheels and tires on it. So that's right out of the box. It's a typical Lindbergh. I mean, there's really no bottoms to them. You know, they're very, very basic, very simple. But you know, it looks good sitting in the shelf. So that's the little pickup and little tall T. Basically the same type of thing. Nice little hot rod. Not too much about it. I think those are plastic wheels on this one as well, and I had to paint those. Again, this one's got a little more detail to it, but not very much. So, yeah. It's pretty nice. I'm very, very basic. But that's that one. You can see by the hole in the turtle deck there. It was initially designed for battery operated. Little motors will go in them. And then got the little hot rod. I did that one right out of the box as well. I just like them because they're different, I guess. The engines are very generic, to say the least, you know. But it was fun. I mean, it passes the time sometimes when you gotta want to build and you just can't do anything real fancy just yet. So, and the undercarriage on these is kind of neat. There's not much to the old Lindberghs, but you know they're nice shelf jobs. So, boy, that was kind of short and sweet, but really I just want to show these off because I don't get them out too much. There's not a lot to tell about them because they're so basic, but yeah, they're nice little kits though. If you guys see one, they build up pretty good. So, all right, let me get to the really cool stuff I got. Get this out of my way. I got in the mail the other day from Rob over at Papa Rob's Model Car Room. He sent me this book and some pictures. And I'm telling you, thank you, sir. This is so cool. I opened up that envelope, and it blew me away. You didn't have to do that. I told him I gave him that Barracuda a while back, and I said I don't need anything. He says, well, I want to pay you for it, and so I'm blown away. This is way more than I was expecting, man. This is a blast right here. I've gone through this thing. I got it yesterday, and I've gone through it. It was funny because when I got home from work, I didn't even get cleaned up yet, and I'm already going through it, you know. And I'm thinking, I gotta stop because I'm going to get it all dirty, you know. So I gotta get in the shower first. And I come back out and I'm going through it again, you know. So yeah, super, super cool. So he's probably showed this book, shown at least part of it, but I want to show you guys some of it because it's right down the alley of, you know, the gentleman's build that I got going on. I mean, there's some really cool stuff in here. So let me show you what I got. What he's sent me here. This is, I mean, that's some really cool stuff there. I mean, there's no bed on that little truck. They're out drag racing it. That's just really neat. Little flathead there with two carbs on it. Let's see if I can do this. But I know you've seen some of these because he showed that Bonneville picture before. That's just super neat. And I know you guys have seen this one. He showed this one several times. In fact, he's got some colored pictures of that car. That's just super neat. I like this. That's what I was talking about, guys. Guys would drill holes and cut holes in the back to lighten things up. So, I mean, look at the chop job. Oh no, wait, that's that's a T-bucket. That's the back half. All right. I was thinking that was chopped. Oh, man, how are you gonna see out of that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. These are just really cool stuff, man. I like this one too. Like that one a lot. That's got that LaSalle front end on it. That 55. That custom front end on there. Wow. Like that. Here's one here that's just out of your... I mean, all right. Now, would you guys take that down the strip? I'd be scared to death. The roll bar is setting forward from where you're setting, it looks like. I don't know. That's just nuts, man. But yeah, that's super neat. Super neat. I love that. Man. That's doable too, because we've got kits that twin dragster kit, you know, guys can build that. I mean, a lot of this stuff's in there. I'm thinking about doing a dragster here soon like this. And I got a good idea which one it's going to be too. This is pretty cool. Little Fiat body there. I like that. This one, thought was a Henry J and got to reading it. It's an Allstate. I remember Sears used to sell these things. Or you'd order it through them. That's what it was. It was a Henry J. Just with a different name to it. That one there's got the front end all up. Let's see, there's another page here. Man, can you imagine? That one there with a pokey front end. Look at that. That's a front rear engine job. That's crazy there. Big moon disc on the front. I like that one too. That real tall roll cage. Boy, that one there will save you if you rolled over, wouldn't it? Man, scary thought. Doing the burnout, going down the strip. That's the way they ran them, man. They ran them all out. These guys, oh my gosh. I got a soft spot for Corvairs anyways. I kind of wish these guys were standing over here. That's a cool car right there, man. Yeah, these were all run down there by that Deer Park, you know. Right where Papa's at. That's some cool history. He got lucky, man. Oh, check that out. Little Bantam body. That's neat, man. Gosh. That would be really cool to have. I like this one too. This is kind of neat because if you look where the headers are, he's got that engine set way back. You can see where intakes are in there and windshield. That engine's setting way back in there. That's it. That's what it's all about right there. Yeah, he sent me that book, and then he sent me some pictures too. You guys got to check this out. This was on top, and I fell in love with it. Just the instant I saw it, I goes, oh my gosh. Oh, geez. This is going to be one that's going to get built for sure. I mean, check that out. Can you? That's just, oh, man. Way too cool. Love that old Ford in the back. That's just super neat, man. That's small block Chevy, and it's got Chevy wheels on it, too, it looks like. So he's used everything he could find. And the other cool thing is a square stock, and then he's got the square stock for braces and everything on it too. So it wasn't a round tube. That's pretty cool. Another neat one. I like that. That is super neat. Man. Man, Papa Rob, you really hit the money on this. This is really super cool. I'm telling you. I can look at this stuff for hours on end. Thank you very, very much, sir. Oh, I like this one. Body covers up that the intakes and everything. Exhaust sticking out. Where's the roll cage on that? Oh, scary. That's just super neat. And then I get to this colored one and I'm thinking, oh, that's super neat. So yeah, this is a car that was Hashman's Automotive. They're in Bakersfield, California. I did a little research on the net trying to find out what these cars, who owned them, and that kind of stuff. So Ernie Hashim, or something like that, had that one. That's pretty cool. It looks to me like that engine is setting really high, and he's got the fuel tank setting up real high on that one too. A little 60 Chevy out there, just like mine, sitting out in the garage right now. 2-door sedan. Pretty neat. And then this one. Now, I did some research on this one, and this was Daryl Buell and Strumfer. It was a small block Chevy. I didn't get a whole lot of info on that, but that's who ran that car. I don't know who the driver was, but those are the guys that ran them. I know they ran small block Chevy in this one. Pretty cool. Another neat one. I don't recognize these cars because they're not from my area, but some of you guys might. That's just neat, man. How do you get any cooler than that? Of course, we're getting into newer stuff now, too, so. Here's one. Ted Gotti from Gotti Speed Shop in Southern California. The driver was Kenny Stanford, and they ran that car for about 3 years. So, that's pretty neat, man. That's a good shot. I like that. And the one that stands out the most, yep, right there. Ain't that cool? Yep, Don Perdome, 1967. I saw that one fall out. I goes, holy cow, that is super cool. Yeah, so I did some checking on this. They actually restored this car. That was, the chassis was done by Don Long of our Gardena, California. It's a 176-inch frame, chromoly tubing with a Volkswagen torsion bar up front. It ran a narrowed Chrysler 8 3/4 rear axle with an Oldsmobile axle ends. The body was done by Tom Hanna, and the engine was done by Ed Pink, 427 Ford. Pretty cool stuff. That Ford 427 stock was about 700 horse. When they got done with it, it was about 2,500 horse is what they say. They said they could get about 8 to 10 passes on that engine, then they'd have to trash it out and redo it. And the upholstery, the seat and all that was done by none other than Tony Nancy. That's some cool stuff. And I've got to, again, have to say, thanks, Papa Rob. Man, you just made my day, and I really appreciate that. So if you guys haven't been over to his channel, Papa's Model Car Room, that's where you want to go. He's got a lot of old cool stuff, and buddy, I really appreciate this. I really do. Thank you so much. Guys, that's it for Saturday Test and Tune today. I'll be back again with another one. probably next Saturday. So talk at you later. Bye.